back. This is BSA-LIVE. I'm Tony Boldy, better known as Teacher Tony, young adults. We're excited. We have new kids, we have new guests, and we have a new day, and we have a new show I'm going to tell you guys about in a couple minutes. But let's get right into our guests. We have Nelson Parks. Wave your hand, Nelson Parks. That is a manager of note. He is managed for, I think he said 29 years. Let's just jump right in. Nelson, thank you for joining our stage at BSA-LIVE.
Hello, how you guys doing tonight?
We're good, we're good. So tell us a little bit about what it's like, how you got into managing and some of the people you've worked with.
Well, I started as a kid actor in Chicago, and I toured with Second City as a youth kid, you know, and I booked a bit as a kid actor, and then I worked at an agency, then worked in casting. I worked for 4 different casting offices. Then I was an acting coach and taught thousands of kids and young adults over the years. And now I've been managing for, you know, quite a bit now. So I work with pretty much all the top agencies in LA, and we have a lot of, you know, working kids. I have 2 series regulars right now on the show, all that. You know, my biggest thing with working with talent is we just want to make sure that, like, it's something you guys want to do. You know, it's not something your parents are pushing you to do. You know, we have a lot of famous kids on our roster, but for us, we want to make sure that you're, you know, even when a client's working a bunch, that they're keeping, you know, a normal life. And, you know, and we want to know what their goals are, year 1, year 2, year 3, what their marketing plan is, what their budget is. We work a little bit more like the way a life coach would work with the talent, to really help develop and groom you so that you guys can have, like, long-fledged careers.
Love it, love it. And I heard through a little birdie, you might actually be looking for some new young talent.
Yep, right now we're definitely short in some of our younger talent, and, you know, so we're excited to be here.
Well, we're excited to have you. So we're going to get right into the work, but first I want to introduce Joanna and David. I hosted a show with Joanna, and she is Ms. America 2019 and 2020, because she got to keep the crown, right? The big crown that's going to blink on and off, right?
Yeah,
so this is Joanna, and this is David. David, they both had a TV show. I think they're both hosts and producers and authors and just all around great people. So thank you so much for being on our stage today. See you there, Joanna? Are you guys on mute, or did you lock up?
I think an unstable.
Yeah, they locked up. Well, there you go. The beautiful photo shoot right there. We'll get them back on, but that's Joanna and David. They are watching you guys right now as well. They're producers and hosts, and I had the pleasure of working with them. And Kevin Dorsey from Michael Jackson's camp, he was the music director. He was on tour with Michael as one of the singers, and he's now the current guy. I think last year he was the guy that was on American Idol, and he was looking at talent to see who went off to Hollywood. And he's like, you got the golden ticket to go to Hollywood. So he's looking for talent currently. He has 22 films he's working on. He may pop in this week or next week as well. And I'm just excited to showcase you guys, because you work really hard, and you guys deserve these people to see your work, because you guys are A-list. You're stars. You're tomorrow's today. Tomorrow's today. I like that. You're tomorrow's today. Today's tomorrow. Either one. I just love you guys. All right, so you guys ready to get into the work? All right, let's put our hands together. Let's welcome our guests, and let's get this show started. But put your hands together. Mila, go on group view. Are you on group view? All right. So we are going to start off, I think, tonight with Ella, because Ella is 3 hours ahead of us. Where are you? Turn your mic on, Ella.
Yes.
So this is Ella Grace. How old are you, Ella?
I'm 11.
You're 11. And where are you residing?
Wilmington, North Carolina.
Wow. What's the weather like?
Dark.
What's the trees? Are they turning colors?
A tiny bit.
Oh, okay.
There's some, but.
So what are you going to do for us today?
I have a monologue, a song, and some voice acting characters prepared.
Okay. So what do you want to do first, the song or the monologue?
I'm gonna try the monologue first.
Okay. And is it in your regular voice, or are you doing an accent?
Yeah, regular voice.
Oh, well, that's shocking for you. Okay. So we're going to give her the stage, Mila, and we're going to all go on mute. So mute your microphones, and she's going to take over the stage, and we'll be right back.
Sorry, my cat's meowing.
It's okay. It's part of the show. Use it.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my gosh, I have a brilliant beyond brilliant idea. I'm a genius. Annie, wake up. You're related to a bona fide genius. Okay, so you want to know what Dad is like, right? Because I'm dying to meet Mom. So what I'm thinking is, oh gosh, this is so brilliant and scary. Okay, when camp's over, we can switch places. I go to London as you, and you come to California as me. I mean, we can pull it off. We're twins, aren't we? And I'll teach you to be me, and you teach me to be you. And look, Annie, I could already do you. Yes, the difference between us, I have class and you don't. Oh, come on, I gotta meet my mom. Told you I'm brilliant.
Okay, real quick, so you're in character. I want you to go into your British monologue.
Okay.
Just showcase Harry Potter.
Okay.
All right, take a breath. Take a moment.
Have any of you seen a toad? A boy named Neville's lost one. Oh, you're doing magic. Well, let's see it then. Are you sure that's a real spell? Because it's not very good, is it? I've tried a few simple spells myself, and they've all worked for me. For example, Oculus Reparo. That's better, isn't it? Holy cricket! You're Harry Potter. I'm Hermione Granger, and you are Pleasure. Well, nobody in my family is magic at all, so it was such a surprise when I got my letter, but I was so pleased, of course. Now, I expect we'll be arriving soon, so you two better put on your robes. Oh, and by the way, you've got dirt on your nose. Just there.
Wonderful. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Let's go to the group view because my dear friend Kevin Dorsey just joined us. How you doing, Kevin?
Hey, Tony. How are you?
I'm so excited you're here. Look above you. We've got some people you might be familiar with. Ms. America and David. We got Joanna.
Hey.
Yeah, we just worked with them. So, Kevin, I'm going to really quickly introduce you, and then you can watch as long as you want, or if you have to jump off, we'll officially bring you on any day you want. But Kevin's always working, and he hasn't stopped working for way too long. But just real quick, Kevin, you've worked with, I think, Michael Jackson for a little bit, like 30 years or something like that.
Yes, I've worked with Michael, Whitney Houston, Elton John, Sting, Phil Collins, my God, Kanye West, Neo, Dolly Parton, Vince Gill, Lee Greenwood, the Motley Crue, Rod Stewart, Aretha Franklin.
Yeah. You told me one time that your kids didn't appreciate you till you told them you worked with, I don't know if it was Kanye, you said somebody, and they said then they appreciated you.
I think it was Miley Cyrus.
Oh,
when they knew I was doing her show because I was doing her show when I was doing Darkwing Duck and Beauty and the Beast, The Little Mermaid, all that kind of stuff for Disney.
So what an amazing career. And then you, I think last year, worked with American Idol, Finding Talent.
I did the first 9 seasons for Idol. And then after that, I did The Voice, where I would go around the country giving people the red card to come to Hollywood.
So you guys, the real deal is watching you. And I told you guys, these guys are serious. Now, Kevin, don't you have some projects, maybe 22 films and television shows you might be working on currently?
You know, actually 28 films, 7 television shows, and I have 7 new recording artists.
So look at that. So is there a chance that if these kids knock it out of the park, you might consider looking at them for a callback?
I most certainly would.
Look at that, guys. So
I most certainly would.
I'm so excited you're here. Joanna, David, Nelson, you guys. This is how we start the show. We're going to go into the work. Ella, good job with opening the show for us. Thank you so much. Once again, Ella, give Ella a big round of applause. She opens the show so strong. All right, we're going to go into little Faithlyn. Faithlyn, she's 7 years old. She just turned 7. She's still learning to read, but yet she memorizes this material. She's got a monologue and a scene that she's going to do for us. So you want to do your scene or monologue first, Faithlyn?
Scene.
You want to do your scene? Do you want to do a vocal warm-up first and show the kids how you do the vocal warm-ups?
Yes.
Which one do you want to do first? She's going to upstage all you kids right now. Which one you going to do, Faithlin?
Rubber baby buggy bumper.
Yeah, keep going. Do it again.
Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber
Come
baby.
on. What about toy boat?
Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat.
Come
Toy boat.
on. What about yellow butter, purple jam?
Yellow butter. Purple jam. Spread it
Thicker.
quicker.
Spread it thicker, spread it quicker.
Spread it quicker.
Okay, one more time.
Yellow butter. Purple jam. Spread it thicker. Spread it quicker.
Yes, Faithlin she's stepping up at 7 years old. Still learning to read. She's gonna make us all proud, guys. So let's start with your scene. Kelsey, are you doing the scene with Faithlin?
I am a last minute stand-in for this scene, but heck
Okay.
yes.
Oh, wonderful. So Kelsey, let's go to stage view, Mila. She's our stage director, Mila, up there. Thank you, Mila. We'll go to stage view. You guys ready? All right, here we go. When Faithlin's ready, give me a thumbs up, Faithlin. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. She's ready. Everybody mute your mics. This is Faithlin and Kelsey Lee.
Hey, Beta.
Are you going out somewhere?
Nope.
So how come you're putting lipstick on?
The girl's always got to look her best.
I think lipstick looks fake. No one's lips are that color.
Have you ever tried it?
Nope.
Come here. Sit down. Go like this. Okay, all right. Now first, we paint on, then we blot. Take a look. I think it looks real nice on you.
Shelly, do you think I'm pretty?
Of course, Veda. I think you're very pretty. You got these great big sparkling eyes, the cutest little nose, and an amazing mouth.
The boys at school don't think I am.
They'll come around. Now close your eyes. The first rule of makeup is that you can never wear enough blue eyeshadow.
Do you like putting makeup on people?
I do, actually. I've been trying to go out to Hollywood, do all the makeup for the big movie stars and stuff. Just haven't got around to it. All right, now open your eyes.
Shelly, I would hold off on that Hollywood thing.
All right, that was cute. Big round of applause. So that's our first pass, okay? So that's our first pass. Now we're gonna ask our guests what they thought of that, and then you're gonna take their direction, and we're gonna see if you make it better with their suggestions. So let's go right to Nelson. Let's go to group view. Mila, put it on group. And Nelson, what did you think of our 7-year-old little Faithlin?
I thought she was super cute. You know, I think the one thing that you want to do with any time that you're doing a scene is you want to create the world, you know, for us, and have a strong moment before and strong moment after. And Kelsey, you know, I thought, you know, you worked really well off your scene partner. You were super confident, and you definitely gave us a nice range with your character. So Faithlin, just have more fun and get more creative, like with your choices. You know, I know sometimes it's a little hard with Zoom, you know, as there's so many, it's like a whole new art form now, like auditioning with Zoom versus like regular self-tapes. But Faithlin, make sure that you're really just creating the world for us, you know, for us to step into it with you.
Okay, so we're going to work on that, Faithlin. Kevin, any comments on what you saw?
You know, for me, they both did a great job. I agree. It has to be very difficult not being face to face, being able to work off facial expression and emotion that's there. But my goodness, I think they did great. And as being 7, my goodness, all she can do is get better each and every time.
Amen. Amen. All right. So Faithlin, what we're going to try to do is let's do that monologue where you use your space. You know, when you're scared downstairs. Can you do that monologue for him?
Sure.
Okay, so let's give her the stage view again. She's going to do another monologue she has. And this is Faithlin's working on this one to use her space and props and everything. So you ready, Faithlin? All right, everybody mute.
You mean from the basement, but it's dark and scary down there. Do you know what I do when I get afraid? I sing. Very strong, very bright. In the darkness, find your light. Or I can just turn on the light. But I'm still scared of the dark down there. I'm just gonna roll right down and right back up.
All right, everybody, put your hands together for Faithlyn. All right, let's go back to stage or the group view. So Nelson, what do you think of her trying to utilize her space?
It was great. You know, the one thing still with Zoom, you know, I think when casting, when casting is making their decision on who they want to hire with stuff, I think it's about getting really creative with how you're using, your space. I still want to get tighter. You definitely want to get in the camera more so we see your facials, especially when we're on a Zoom and I'm seeing like a lot of different screens here. So if you go really far back, it's sometimes just a little hard to see kind of your reactions. Another thing that you might want to do, Faithlyn, is talk to your parents about getting some glasses that have non-reflective glare on them. Because sometimes one of the things that I notice, especially when you move it in and out, it's glary and I can't even see your eyes as well. So, for casting directors that are casting things, they really want to be able to see your face and connect with you. I like how you have your hair pulled back, so I can definitely see your face, but sometimes, the glass thing can be a little bit of a glare. Make sense?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna move on to another scene really quick because we got a lot of work and I want them to see it before they jump off. So big round of applause, Faithlyn. Thank you so much. We'll come back to your scene. Well, actually, that's what I wanted to showcase. So good job, Faithlyn. I know Kendall. Where you at, Kendall?
Yes.
All right, Kendall. Who's your scene partner?
Kelsey.
Kelsey, are you doing two back to back? Are you ready, Kelsey?
I was born ready.
All right. So
Can I have 1 minute?
So Nelson, if you push the little square on the top right, you can actually watch the stage view where it's just the actors, not all the little multiple screens. So it records the way we want it to, but you're probably watching the multiple screens like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, I think I am right now. Let me.
Yeah. So just click it says speaker view. Click on that, and you can go to a different view, and it's easier to watch the kids perform.
Great.
All right. So you guys mute.
I need
Can I
like,
have 1 minute?
What's that?
can we have like a minute before we start? So like another scene can go before us before we do?
Absolutely. We're
Or
gonna
like
do some.
play a game.
Yeah, we're gonna do some warm-ups. So Riker, everybody, all the actors, all the kids, turn your microphone on. We're gonna play a quick game. Riker, do a vocal warm-up as fast as you can.
Peter Pepper picks a bag of pickled peppers. Peter Pepper picks a bag of pickled peppers. Peter Pepper picks a bag of pickled peppers. Yay.
Okay, Holden.
Oh, rubber baby buggy bumper, rubber baby. Oh, actually, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather,
Perfect,
yellow
Reese.
leather, red.
Sell seashells, but
Breathe. Take a breath. Take a breath. Don't get excited.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore. If Sally sells seashells by the seashore, how many seashells did Sally sell?
Okay, the trick with that one is you got to see what you're saying. So Sally sells seashells, so you got to see the seashells. Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
By the seashore. If Sally sells seashells by the seashore, how many seashells did Sally sell?
Right. So what happens is your mouth speaks quicker than what you're seeing. So you got to see it, then say it. See it, then say it. See it, then say it. So see the object, then say it.
Sally sells seashells by the seashore. If Sally sells seashells by the seashore, how many seashells did Sally sell?
Way better. See, your brain's got to catch up. Ella, what do you got?
Woodchuck.
And Faithlyn, you already did yours, but do it again. What do you got, Faithlyn?
Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper.
Yay. Ethan, what do you got? Vocal warm-up. Turn your mic on.
Can I do the same? Rubber baby buggy.
Yep.
Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper. Rubber baby buggy bumper.
Nice. Jocelyn, what do you got?
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Do you feel your tongue gets thick? You got to really push through that. Red leather,
Yeah.
yellow leather. Red leather, yellow
Red
leather.
leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
You're almost going to bite your tongue. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
And it's a muscle, so push your tongue like you're weightlifting. Push it,
Okay.
push it, push it. Go.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
right? You're gonna work on that one. Reagan, do you have any warm-ups?
I have one that most people don't know this one, so it's okay.
Okay.
Mommy made me mashed peanut butter, peanut butter, chocolate crunchy covered M&Ms.
One more time.
Mommy made me mashed peanut butter, peanut butter, chocolate crunchy covered M&Ms.
Mila, good job, Reagan. Mila.
Oh, okay. Peter Pepper picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Pepper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pecks of pickled peppers did Peter Pepper pick?
All right, Peter, you do your vocal warm-up in music. Do one for us, Peter. Peter. I think we're all warmed up. Carlos, thank you for joining us. Carlos is doing an opening for our TV show, so he's working on the music right now. So Carlos, thank you for joining us again.
Thank you for having me.
Cool.
Appreciate
So how's that song coming along?
Great. Yeah, I got your last text, so we'll be adding that as well.
All right, sounds good. Well, that's enough filler. Let's see if Kelsey, Lee, and Kendall are ready. You guys ready?
Yes.
Turn your mics on. Everyone turn your mics off. Mila, give them the stage.
The post office in the forest was a capital little institution and flourished wonderfully, for many things passed through it. Poetry and pickles, music and gingerbread, invitations, scoldings, and even puppies.
It's all about us.
It is.
I love it.
It's just a little story.
Well, something like you usually write.
Do you think it's too boring?
No, it's actually my favorite one.
Really?
Write me another.
Yes, ma'am. Keep writing them, I will.
Even when I'm not here.
Don't say that. Don't say it.
I have to tell you.
No, you don't.
I've had a long time to think about it. And I'm not afraid.
No.
It's like the tide going out. It goes out slow. It can't be stopped.
I'll stop it. Do you hear me, Beth? I will stop it. I've stopped it before. I will stop it again. I'm going to get you better yet.
Joe, if God wants me with him, then there's nothing that's going to stop that. I was never like the rest of you, making plans about the great things that I would do in life. I never saw myself as anything much, really. Definitely not a great writer like you.
Oh, Beth, I'm not a great writer.
You will be. Why does everyone want to go away? I love being home. But I don't like being left behind. Now I'm the one going ahead.
No, Beth.
Beth.
No. I won't let you go.
No, don't. I'll be homesick for you. Even in heaven.
No, no, no. I told you, you're not going anywhere. I'm going to get you better. Do you understand? You're not going to go anywhere. No.
Okay, I'm going to cut there. You guys stay in character. I want to give you a couple quick notes before we talk to our guests. Stay in character. Kelsey, your eyes are so powerful that you have to break away sometimes because it just looks like you're staring because they're so strong. I know you have something in your eye, but break away sometimes so that when you do come back, it's really powerful. You can take a moment to get your eyes taken care of. Let's go to group view really quick. So Kendall, because we're on Zoom, I know you're a method trained actress and you're emotionally connected, but unfortunately your pauses are over the pauses of the pauses, right? I think you're milking it too much. I think you got to split the difference. What's step 16?
Forget about it.
And when's the best audition?
Right home.
Right. So that means just forget about it and just connect emotionally and go. Because each time I see you do this, it gets longer and longer and longer. And I know it's because you're emotionally connected, but I think you got to pick the pace up a little bit. Okay. We got to stop acting and start feeling and being in the moment. That's my comment. So I'm going to give you towards the very end, I'm going to let you guys do the last 4 or 5 lines, but just don't act. We don't act in acting, right? We emote, we feel, we respond. And I know Peter wants to say something. I'm going to let him do their 4 lines and then we're going to ask Peter his thoughts. So you guys ready to pick a place you guys want to go, feed each other a line. Don't stare at the camera. You can break away. You don't always stare at people when we talk. Okay. Live in your space. Like Nelson said earlier, your set is your bedroom. That's your set today. Use it. Okay. So you guys pick a place you want to start. Let's give them 4 or 5 lines and then we'll talk to our guests.
Kelsey, do you want to start from the second half of Yes, Ma'am, Keep Writing Them I Will?
Okay, let's go back to stage view and let's see what they bring with taking direction.
Yes, ma'am. Keep writing them, I will.
Even when I'm not here?
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I have to tell you.
No, Beth, you don't.
I've had a long time to think about it, and I'm not afraid.
No.
It's like the tide going out. It goes out slow, but it can't be stopped.
I'll stop it. Do you hear me? I will stop it. I've stopped it before. I will stop it again.
Joe, if God wants me with him, then there's nothing that's going to stop him. Plus, I never saw myself as anything much. It's not making plans about the greater things that I'd do in life. I was never like the rest of you. Definitely not a great writer like you are.
Oh, Beth, I'm not a great writer.
But you will be. I've missed you. Why does everyone want to go away? I love being home, but I don't like being left behind. And now, I'm the one going ahead. But I can be brave like you. Yeah. I'll be homesick for you. Even in heaven.
No, Beth. I told you I will stop it, and I'm not going to let you go.
Okay, I'm going to cut right there, guys. Big round of applause, everybody. Let's go to group view. Group view. Thank you for taking my note. Let's go right to Peter. Comments, Peter? Your mic's, turn your mic on.
One of the most important things that I learned in acting was the difference between emotion and emotionalism. Emotionalism for the sake of emotion on a heavy scene just makes it unbearable. When I studied O'Neill and Tennessee Williams, Arthur Miller, my instructor always said, this stuff is heavy, always look for how to make it light for yourself and the other person. Okay? Be that safety net. It's already a heavy scene. So if you do it a little bit casual, if you try to be pleasant and try to help the other person and you try to keep their spirits up, it makes us even fill in the gap with emotion. And since we're on Zoom, this is a general rule, but don't have the pause after the other person speaks, because 90% of us is watching the person who just finished, because we don't know if they're going to keep going. Right away, say a couple of words, get the camera on you, and then have the pause while we're watching you. Okay? And look for the comedy. That was a lot more conversational, and I liked it better. It was more realistic.
Thank you, Peter. I appreciate it. Let's go to Nelson. Any comments?
Yeah, my thoughts were, I thought this last section that you did again worked a little bit better. I think you were a little bit more connected. And yeah, as Peter was also saying, we want to see that range, you know, and when you get a 1 minute scene or 2 minute scene and casting wants to see, like, you know, you do a performance, we have to see the peaks and valleys a little bit. A couple technical things. Hey, Kendall, I have a question for you. So maybe turn your mic on for a second. Did you have it fully memorized, or did you have to keep looking down for your lines?
No, I had it fully memorized.
Okay, so that being said, though, my interpretation was that I thought you didn't have it fully memorized and you kept on looking down. So especially on camera, depending on where you have your camera set up, if maybe look off to the side instead of looking down, because every time you're looking down, to me, the interpretation is like, oh, you have to keep looking back down for your lines. So if you actually have it memorized, then find a different way to, like, look off to the side or something. This is a general note on both Kelsey and Kendall. I felt like, I don't know, do you guys have ring lights on you guys right now at all or not?
Yes.
No.
Yes? No?
Oh, you don't have ring lights, Kendall?
I do.
Kendall does. I know Kendall
Got
does.
it. Well, I kind of feel like both you guys are actually, you have too much makeup on. I feel like, you know, you guys need to play as young as possible right now, especially if you're wanting to build your resumes. You know, the younger you can look, you know, on camera, you know, for certain roles, especially for work permit, you know, situations where you can stay on set longer. So, I mean, realistically, you guys are playing it up. You look, on camera to me, you look a little older than what you probably are. How old are you, Kendall?
I actually don't ever wear makeup like this. I have a red carpet right now, right after this. That's why.
Okay, good.
How old are you, Kendall? How old are you?
I'm 15.
Got
it. Turned 15. How old are you? Or Kelsey's past her teenage years. She's
I'm 20.
Gotcha, but I don't think you need it. You know, like, is there any reason, Kelsey, why you put on more makeup? Just so I'm aware.
Believe it or not, I actually don't even have foundation on. I had lipstick on because I was doing that scene with Faithlin, and it's a lipstick, like a makeup scene, and that's mostly why I put it on. But I normally don't wear makeup at all.
Yeah, I would be lighter on that, or get some sort of light so that when we're seeing you, you don't come off as older. Because to me, you know, if you said you're how old?
I'm 20.
20, but I really want to play you probably more like 17, you know, or 16 if possible, you know. So especially if you're also trying to get an agent and a manager, you know, they want to see you play as young as you possibly can. So this is generally a note for all girls, less on the makeup right now, if you can.
Perfect, you guys. All right, let's thank our actors. I know they got to run and do their Instagram. They're all what do you call it? Influencers. They all got serious numbers on their Instagrams and TikToks and Twitters and Facebooks and all that social media. So they're going to go keep their numbers high.
Right.
All right, guys. Thank you. Kendall, I know you got to jump off, but keep the photo on while you do, and then come back after you're done with your red carpet. So we encourage our kids to go out and work and meet people and network. It's a major part of this business is networking. And that's how I met Nelson. I networked with him and a guy, Devin Reeve, who was on the show a couple weeks ago. Kevin, real quick, any thoughts? I know you're still driving. I appreciate you being here.
You know, yeah, and I have to get off in just a sec. It's interesting when they were talking about the pauses. Sometimes the pausing feels like they're emotionally detached from the scene. And also, as he was saying, I thought she was looking at her script also. But the second time through was much better than the first, I'll say that.
Perfect. So Kevin, when you have more time, which I know is never, would you ever come back and watch these kids?
I certainly would.
Okay,
Certainly
we'll professionally pick a time and get you back. We're just happy you
Excuse
could
me, Tony, excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to say this because Kevin made a point that I want to bounce on. He's right. I mean, when Dustin Hoffman did Tootsie, the director said to him, I like your emotions, I like your moment-to-moment stuff, but I don't know where you're going with it. So sometimes when you pause too much, you lose your through line. You lose your action. Let the emotion be a result of what you're going after, what you need.
Thank you, Peter. So let's properly say bye to Kevin. Everyone give him a big round of applause from BSA. Kevin,
bye,
thank you so much. We really appreciate you, bro. All right.
Thank you so much, guys, and I can't wait to come back and do this
Well, we
again.
look forward to it. We'll do it the right way through your booking agent. Thank you, Kevin.
You got.
All right.
I'll see you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Adrian, real quick, and then we're going to move on to our next act. Any comments, Adrian? Carr?
Just following up on what Nelson was talking about with the looking down. I know Kendall will be back later on and see this later on. So one of the tricks, if you do know if you are off book, when you look down, you can actually just lower the eyes rather than just looking down. You can just lower them a little bit so it's not, it's still connected. So you can be looking at camera and then back up. It keeps eye contact for the casting director or other talent that's working opposite.
Exactly. Thank you, Adrian.
I think that's about all. Otherwise, I agree with everything else that was said.
Appreciate it. And Adrian's a director and editor, and he knows in the editing room where you guys are killing him. So he's a good guy to have on set right now. No blinking, knowing continuity, when you did this, when you did that, all the technical stuff. Adrian's definitely a guy you want to pick his brain. Peter, theater, lots of theater, so he understands the emotional arc. Nelson, he gets you
some film.
He gets you the job, so you really want to pay attention to the guys here. And Kevin Dorsey can get you on some pretty amazing network shows as well as Nelson. Okay, so you guys, we're going to try to move through a little quicker. Okay, so if I cut you off, I apologize. And all of our comments, let's keep them short so we can make our hour. Let's go to Reagan and Mila. You guys ready?
We're ready.
Yes.
All right. So now you're running the stage. Can you get us over on stage view?
Of course.
And everybody mute. Everybody mute.
All right. All right, ready when you are, Reagan. Just make sure you make a sound before you.
I have one question though. Yeah. So with my glasses, Joni, my eye looking and the glare is very bad. So I put up a thing to make sure that I can see it very well, just see the screen. Just so you know, if I'm looking really close, that's why, just so the glare doesn't come on for now.
Okay, are you reading lines or are they memorized?
Oh no, I mean the screen, like you guys, like Mila.
Oh, so that you can break the fourth wall for us.
Yes.
Okay, right. And we only break the fourth wall in Zoom, guys. You really don't try to break the fourth wall, but unfortunately, we found it plays a little better because we're trapped in our Zoom boxes. That's why we do it. But we know otherwise you don't do it unless told to do so. Okay. All right, cool. So you guys go ahead, take it away.
Man, why do I look so fat on camera? Okay, for the next 3 weeks, if you see me eating carbs, touching carbs, anything, slap me across the face.
Oh, I'm not gonna. What was that?
A chip? It's not carbs.
Yeah, that's literally carbs.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It literally is.
Whatever. When did you start watching carbs?
Since Miss Teagan, Louisiana, I am not taking any chances.
All right, fine. But I need your help with something.
Okay, sure. What's up?
How do I get a guy to notice me?
Oh my God. Okay. I have been waiting for this day my entire life, and now that it's finally here, like, please.
Wait, hold on. What day is that?
The day that you finally come to your big sister to talk about love, to finally break the splendor that is a woman into, no offense, stop dressing like a large little boy.
Oh, you know what? Are you gonna help me or not?
I am going to make over the crap out of you. Okay, take off your hat.
Okay.
See, so much better. Now tell me, who is this person?
He's an exchange student from
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
He's an exchange student.
Walk away.
Excuse me?
Just walk away and forget we ever had this conversation.
Wait, but you literally didn't even
I said walk away, damn it! I'm sorry, that was...
Yeah, what? What was that?
It's just an exchange student, you know? there's so many things working against you. Like, okay, first you meet, high visibility, girls circling him like sharks on chum, you know, like, once I met an exchange student. Diego, hairless, sweat smelled like cappuccino, light foam. But it was war, okay? It was like Custer in the Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah, Custer wasn't at Battle of the Bulge.
Yes, he was. I'm learning about it in American history class right now.
Nunez Community College makes you take an American history class?
Yes, it's a requirement for the hotel degree. The point is, if you want a guy to notice you, you're going to have to be going all the way. And I don't think you're willing to go all the way. Are you willing to go all the way?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Just answer my question right there. Right there, you just answer it. What? Yeah, yeah, I'm done. I can't do this. Great.
Okay, let's go to group view really quick, Mila. Give him a round of applause.
Can I quickly say something?
What?
My light fell in the middle of that. So when it went really dark, and I was trying to fix my light so you could see me, just so you know.
Well, in theater we use it, right? If it happens.
Yeah, I was trying to work it in.
So here's what I'm gonna tell you. We just so you know, it's a BSA rule. We don't complain, we don't explain. We just use it, and whatever you do, and we get a second chance here on we're gonna give you a second chance. Your camera is moving like I'm getting seasick. So we got to figure out why your camera's bouncing so much. Is it on books, on a table?
Oh, it was on a thingy. Here, let me get a thing to make it better.
Yeah, if it's on a table, don't touch the table.
Oh, it's not on the table. Okay.
And then you might want to back up just a little bit, because Mila's camera is set up for all of Mila's tees and everything. So she's got it flawless. So when we see it go back and forth, it's a noticeable difference. These are technical things. I'm going to go to Nelson really quick. Any comments, Nelson?
Yeah, a couple things. So Reagan, I thought that you had some really interesting, nice reactions. You were very real, very conversational. Yeah, the biggest comment for you was more a technical thing, is making sure that, like the lighting's good. And, especially now during this whole COVID thing, I mean, it's really all, Zoom and self-tapes and all that sort of thing. So you guys have to either invest in the right equipment and their lighting. And for example, I had a client this week that had, a Zoom call with, a couple top A-list actors this week. And we cannot risk them not being prepared for that meeting. What I mean by that is you have to be in a good location where you for sure are going to get like good signal, and then your lighting set up, so make sure that, a lot of times with us as managers, we'll even like call our clients, make sure like they have good connection right before even a meeting. To make sure that they're 100% prepped and ready to go. Mila, nice beats, you connected, your lighting was great. I thought that worked. And I know I'm commenting on a lot of technical things, but at the end of the day right now, what's happening, especially since kids are like auditioning from all across the world, and all across the country, it's just so important to get your technical side just as well put together as like the craft side. It's like finding that balance, because that's bottom line a lot of times who's getting these opportunities, or at least getting to the callbacks more, because they've like really taken precautions to make sure they're fully prepared.
Right. I mean, if a lot of ties in this business, and the ties are going to be won by the technical, right? I mean, when you have to go, is it him or her, or her or her? Well, we're going to go with the better lighting.
Yeah, it's presentation. Presentation is just so important now. So, and since you guys have the time now at home to like work on these and perfecting these sort of things, like just really work on it, work on it with your other classmates, any other friends, so that you really have that thing down now.
Cool. I'm going to attempt to see if Joanna's mic is working. Joanna and David, let's see if we got your mic going.
Can you hear me?
I can. Welcome to our stage. She has the blinking crown, which is interesting. I've seen that thing in person. It's absolutely amazing. So she's the reigning Ms. America 2019 and 2020. We're so happy you're here on stage with us. So what are you seeing? Are you witnessing in the group view or the stage view? What are your thoughts?
Oh, I love what I'm seeing. You know, all of you are doing an amazing job and you all have so much talent. And I saw you guys a couple weeks ago and I'm seeing you again now. And I love how you're taking the direction. And I agree with Nelson about the tech issue, because what's going to make you stand out is your lighting, and it's those little things. And one of the things I would encourage, like when you're doing the dialogue together, is when someone's making a comment, feel free to respond more with your face, because when we talk to each other and someone makes a comment, well, I feel sad, we're going to make that space, we're going to respond with our expression. So I would encourage you to work on that, on responding, especially on Zoom. You know, this is hard, so you guys are doing awesome. And so don't be afraid to respond with your face, with your eyes. You know, I liked how Kelsey looked away, you know, a couple times when she was in dialogue. And so that would be, I think, one thing that will help you stand out is, and you're doing a dual, you know, thing, is to respond to each other's faces, to the expression, show the expression.
We really appreciate you being here. So keep watching. We're excited.
Okay.
So she and I have a show coming out hopefully in the next week or two. We just did the Golden Gala, and she and I co-hosted with Pat O'Brien, the famous Pat O'Brien from all the Olympics and Entertainment Tonight, Access Hollywood, just a legend. It was an honor to work with him, and honor to work with you too, Joanna.
Well, it was an honor to work with you too, Tony. You're awesome.
Thank you. So the goal is to get you guys out working, right? A lot of networking, but you got to master your craft. If you don't master the craft, then the networking is not going to really do any good for you, because then you get an opportunity and you don't get the gig and you're wondering why you're not booking. You're going to book if you spend the time here on this stage. This is how you're going to book, because you're going to master your instrument and your craft. Okay. Peter, real quick. I got to keep it moving.
Reagan, I liked your drive. I liked your use of rhythm and pace. And you used the line about the camera. I know the scene doesn't have to do with a Zoom camera, but it fit perfectly. You came forward, side to side, looked away. Good improv if that light did messed up. Remember, we're here to help you technically if your character's fine. We're here to help you with your character if technically you're fine. Everything has to work around your character first, though. If I personally will choose the best actress, because intellectually I know that you guys are going through a lot of stuff, even though deep down we want the best performance possible.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Peter. Okay, guys, we're going to move on. Really, you guys, I'm really happy. We give love, we get love, we give love. Big round of applause for everybody. This is hard stuff, guys. We got real people watching. I know your nerves are up. I've worked with all of you, and I know you guys are just a little bit off because you guys you care too much. Care more about your intention, your emotional openings, all the stuff we do in breaking the character down than who's watching. Really connect emotionally. Reese, you look like you're ready to go. You want to go? She's like a racehorse. You ready, Reese? What are you working on? What are you doing?
Dance.
What are you doing? What scene? What monologue?
Oh, I'm not doing a monologue. I'm doing a scene with Riker.
You're doing a scene with Riker. Riker, you ready? He's dancing too. Riker, turn your mic on.
Yeah. Yes.
So, are you doing a racehorse scene? What are you guys doing? You're both amped up.
Yeah, I know. Yes. No.
Doing a
we
drama.
just got a cold read scene, and it's just fun working with Reese. So
is it drama or is it comedy?
It's drama. And actually, it's comedy. No, it's drama. But I just got this morning. My mom was like, "Hey, Reese, you're doing a cold read with Riker in 15 minutes. You got to practice with him." That was earlier, though.
You know how many times that happens? I bet you Nelson says that happens a lot. We're like, you're not right for this part, but you're right for this part. Read this, 5 minutes, come back in. Nelson, what do you think? That happens a lot?
That happens all the time, yep.
No, I got this last night and had school in the morning, but it's going to be great.
What don't we do in BSA? We don't complain and we don't explain. We just show up and do what we do.
Sure.
Right?
No
if somebody told a pilot that's trained pilot that fought in World War II or Vietnam, and they said that you're in the wrong plane, I want you in that plane. Are they going to say, well, you know, I'm used to this plane? No, they're going to fly the plane. And they're not going to tell the people in the back that they're nervous. Yes. You don't do that. There's millions of dollars on the line. You guys need to show the casting directors, managers, and producers you're the right person for the job, so they're not scared to spend the millions of dollars on you. So you guys could be scared, but don't tell us. You could have just got the script, but don't tell us. Don't complain. Don't complain ever or explain. That's my biggest pet peeve, guys. Just show up and do the job. Okay?
Tony, you never let them see you sweat. You never let them see you sweat.
Exactly. So Reese, and you guys said drama, but I don't feel you're prepared for drama. I think you're ready for comedy. So how do you guys, what's your opening emotion, Riker?
I'm sad, but also I just made a plan in my head. So
yeah, you don't look sad to me. Reese, what's your opening emotion?
I am terrified right now.
And you don't look terrified to me. So why don't you guys take 5 minutes and get your opening emotion. Do some sense memory. Get yourself there. We're going to play a game. You two go off camera. Get ready. Okay? Take a couple minutes. Faithlin, where you at? Tell me a joke. Turn your mic on. Tell me a joke.
What's a cat's favorite?
Say it again. You broke up.
What's a cat's favorite color?
What's a cat's favorite color? Who knows?
I don't.
What is it, Faithlin?
Purple.
Ella, tell us a joke. Ella.
Sorry, I was unmuted. I don't have a joke, but I have a riddle.
There you go.
Okay. What can you catch but not throw?
Who knows? What can you catch but not throw? Who knows?
Cold?
Yes, a cold.
Holden gets them all the time.
I never get them.
Hold it. Hold it. We're gonna play. I'm having a better day than you. Or
I have one more riddle.
oh, go ahead, Kelsey.
All right. What instrument can you see but you can't hear and you can't touch?
Who knows the answer? Say it again.
What instrument can you see but you can't hear and you can't touch?
Your voice.
What is it, Jocelyn?
Yeah.
I was gonna say your voice.
Wonderful. Okay, guys, let's do I'm having a better day. Like, oh my God, my day's so great. Oh, you think that's great? All right, you guys know how to play. Turn your mics on. If you want to play, turn your mics on. I'm going to only go to mics on. All right, Holden. Dude, I'm having such a great day. I have some of the best guests at BSA-LIVE. Oh my God, I'm so stoked.
Oh my gosh, no. I'm having a better day. I just got like 5 bags of Cheez-Its and I was able to open them all up at once and put them on my head.
Faithlin, are you having a better day? Faithlin? So you think that's great?
You think that's great? I got a new puppy.
Cool, we're gonna go real fast, guys. Kelsey, faster.
You think that's great? I just booked like a big job on a major motion picture.
Jocelyn.
You think that's great? I just like sold everything that I have and I got a new house.
Ethan, turn your mic on. Ethan.
You think that's great? I got a new Tesla.
Kendall, turn your mic. Oh, she's gone. Ethan, do another one.
You think that's great myself? Well, I got 50 free tacos.
Nice. Reagan.
You think that's great? I went shopping all day and got every shirt I've ever wanted.
Kelsey Lee, faster.
You think that's great? I just became queen of the world.
Holden.
I grew a 3rd leg.
Gotta say, you think that's great. Then it would have been funny.
Oh.
You think that's great?
Thank you.
Go for it. Hold it. Say you think that's great.
Oh, you think that's great? Well, I grew a 3rd leg. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, let's try something different. Hold it like you think that's weird. Hold it, man. I think you're weird, dude.
I mean, I know I'm weird, but you know what's really weird? Octopi.
Mila, you think that's weird?
Well, you think that's weird? I have an octopi, and I took it to the mall.
Ella.
You think that's weird? This galaxy cupcake just showed up at my door.
Caitlin.
You think that's weird? An octopus touched my hair.
Ethan. Come on, guys.
I think that's weird. All of my toys came to life and watched me sleep.
Come on, Jocelyn.
You think that's weird? I got
Don't think.
Food.
Don't think. Kendall.
Yeah, hi.
You think that's weird?
You think that's weird? My cat grew a dog tail.
All right, and Holden, bring us home.
That's weird. I brought you the cupcake.
All right, guys. You guys are weird. The purpose of this exercise is to get you not to think and improv, to respond faster. You guys, you're waiting for the perfect answer. You're too slow. line on line. Sitcom is line on line on line on line. You got to feel the rhythm. I want you guys to feel when you know they're about ready to end and you jump on your line. So it's just an exercise so that you guys you're paying attention more. You're way too slow. All right, let's see if we got them back. Let's get Riker and Reese back.
Skips me.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Riker, Reese, you guys are way more connected. This is what I want to see. Let's go to, everyone turn your mics off. Let's go to stage view. Thank you, Mila.
What have I done?
Allison, just pull together.
I killed Uncle Jim's and Aunt Kathy's prize-winning shepherd.
He didn't have a choice. He attacked you, Allison.
He wasn't Rocky. He didn't seem to recognize me.
He was old and senile. And they should never have left him with us. I mean, you said it yourself. You had a feeling that he changed like over a week ago.
He's just getting so aggressive. I think Mom noticed too. That's probably why she didn't let him sleep in the house.
I think that had more to do with the way he smelled.
He was growling at me all the time. I should have known.
It's not like you expected him to attack you. And you loved Rocky.
What are Mom and Dad gonna say when we tell them that we buried him in the woods?
We're not telling them. Help me push him in.
What do you mean?
We can't tell them that you bashed the dog's head. I mean, they will kill us. Aunt Kathy and Uncle Jim will lock you up for animal abuse, and me too as your accomplice. You know, they already think I'm some kind of delinquent.
I didn't want to. I was scared. He lost it.
Exactly, but you know how Aunt Kathy is. She's more defensive of her dogs than she is of her own kids. She'll never believe that her best sperm bank ever went crazy.
I know. What are we gonna do?
I left the garage door open.
Perfect. Oh my God. It's perfect.
Okay, is that the scene, guys?
Yeah, that's
okay, let's go to group view real quick. Big round of applause, you guys. We give love, we get love. So you guys just got that. I know you just got it. You remember the comment? You guys can learn from prior comments, right? So don't always stare at the camera. We want to use our space, and your bedrooms or your place is your stage. So you guys, I don't see anyone working with props today. We've been working on props in class. I see none of that. So we need to just really be alive like you are in real life. Pay attention to the things you do in life. But just to come and say lines back and forth, even in cold reading, if you ever watch Friends, those people could get the script, and in that second they got the script, bring it to life right there, because they knew their character's backstory and they knew everything about their character. It was just new lines that the character was going to say, like we're saying today. So you guys need to, even if it's a cold read, you need to bring life, action, props, look away, right? Even though we're trapped in our Zoom boxes, we got to be aware that they're not, and Nelson's telling us, they're not going to forgive you for the technical difficulties. That's on you guys. It's a new age. It's a new way of auditioning. So be aware, use your space, okay? That's my comment for today. Let's go right to Nelson.
I thought it was okay. I just didn't feel like there was enough of a range, or, I want to be surprised in a scene, if you only have a 1-minute scene to show us, there's got to be something that you do where you stand out versus all the other people that are going to be auditioning. I felt like you were emotionally connected, but it was really more internal, and the scene didn't really build to anywhere where I wanted to really see it go. I wasn't clear with your relationship. So Riker, what was your relationship to Reese in the scene?
We are brother and sister.
Okay, so how do you show me that you're brother and sister? If you have a brother and sister, how do you create the world there where you're brother and sister?
I don't have a sister. How would I do that?
So for example, that's a perfect answer there in the respect that then that's a perfect place where you need to do your homework. So if you have a character and you can't necessarily relate, then you have to figure out like, how do you create that world? You know, do your homework so that you're fully prepared. It was a good scene. It was fair. But again, when you're up to like, if they're going to narrow down to 3 people that they're going to bring to a producer session or network session, you know, you're going to have to do something where you just stand out so much where they're like, oh my gosh, Riker's our answer, you know? So you have to figure out how do you bring, you know, you being you into the scene in a way that we as casting go, wow, you are our guy or you are our girl that we're going to go with, you know?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Appreciate it, Nelson. Thank you so much. Adrian, as the director and editor stuck in our little boxes, any suggestions on how they can bring it to life?
Yes.
For watching through it, Reese, you need to get more vocal. A lot of the scene over your dialogue was still playing on Riker. So we missed some of your moments. Even though our dialogue was on camera, it wasn't strong enough to trigger the Zoom camera to come to you. But I totally agree with Nelson all the way. And one example for Riker, there was a point where you could have exploded at Reese just to energize the scene. And when she sort of freaks out.
You want me to explode there?
There was a moment about halfway through, I think.
Yeah, I know.
And, you know, get right in there and as if you, I mean, imagine doing it to Holden, your brother. You know, you have a brother. As Nelson was saying, how would you relate to it? You know, show us that it's your sister. So, you know, how would you have done that if it was Holden? There's a connection that you have emotionally that you would have brought to that moment. And that would have then triggered Reese to react differently. And it would have elevated her responses. And you both would have been playing off each other a lot more. And the fact that it's a new scene, I think if you take Nelson's comments on board and try it again next week, it's a good scene, but I think you can get so much more out of it. And as Nelson said, you know, you've got to jump off the page or off the screen in this case, because there's so much competition out there.
Is there any way we could try it again, like really fast? Anyway.
Are you going to bring it?
Yeah.
You promise?
Yes, sir.
How do you bring it? Not because the director told you to bring it. What are you going to do to bring it?
I'm going to start from, I'm not going to start up. I'm going to start down, build up, and then.
Nope, that's resulting.
Yeah.
You don't result.
Okay.
No.
You know how you do it, Riker?
How?
You listen, you connect, you respond, you never result. So don't worry about what you're going to try to do. If you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. But you have to start with your opening emotion from your antecedent event that happened prior that caused you to feel the way you feel when we start watching. And then you ride the wave, the roller coaster of whatever happens, happens. And you never know what's going to happen. If you do your work, it probably happens the same way. But you don't know. You cannot possibly know what's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to say in 2 seconds. And you shouldn't know as an actor either. You should discover it in the moment. Okay? If you're willing to do that and be in the moment, I'll let you guys go again.
Tony?
Yes, sir?
Riker, this is a dog, right, that was killed?
Yes.
Take whatever image you've built for it and amplify it by 10.
Okay.
The visual of it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Can I say something quick?
Yeah, quick.
I want them to have as many choices as possible. What do brothers and sisters do? They know each other enough to push each other's buttons. You guys are taking too long to get to the energy I saw in the middle. I'll know in 10 seconds if I want to cast you. So don't plan for the emotion later on. I want to see urgency. You're like trapped animals. You have to fight for your life, your kids, and you've killed something. Urgency, push buttons. Don't take so long. Thank you.
Okay, so Reese, how you feeling? What's your opening emotion? See how you're thinking? You should already know. So
Okay.
this is just proof you guys haven't done your homework. So just because you got the scene doesn't mean you still can't do our little 16-step breakdown and be that much more prepared. Reese, what's your middle name?
Reese.
What's your middle name's Reese? What's your last name?
Warren.
How old are you?
11.
When's your birthday?
July 10th.
What city do you live in?
California.
What's your character's name?
Allison.
What's her last name? See the pause? See the pause? Where does she live? What city? See the pause? How old is she? This is my point. You guys did not do your homework. Even if you just get it, you should know it like you know you. And you guys know this. And I'm not harping on you. I'm just making an example for our guests to know you guys know what to do. You're busy. You guys are busy actors, but no excuse on Wednesdays. I won't accept it any longer. You guys are pros. You guys are booking jobs. You guys are superstars. I'm bringing the best coaches in the world for you guys. Please do your homework. I love you, but I really want you to know I'm taking it serious. You too take it serious. So give me what you got emotionally, not resulting. Give them the stage, please.
Shit.
What have I done?
Allison, pull together.
I murdered Uncle Jim and Aunt Kathy's prize-winning shepherd.
You don't have a choice. I mean, he was attacking you.
It wasn't Rocky. He didn't seem to recognize me.
He was old and senile. I mean, they shouldn't never left him with us. I mean, you said yourself that you had a feeling that something was wrong, like over a week ago.
It's just getting so aggressive. I think Mom might have noticed too. That's probably why she didn't let him sleep in the house.
I think that's more about the way he smelled.
He's growling at me all night. I should have known.
It's not like you knew he was going to attack you. I mean, you loved Rocky.
What are Mom and Dad gonna say when we tell them that we buried him in the woods?
We're not telling them. Help me push him in. Can't tell them that you bashed the dog's head in. I mean, they'll kill us. You know how Aunt Kathy and Uncle Jim feel about their dogs? I mean, they'll lock you up for animal abuse and me up as an accomplice.
Want to? I was scared. He lost it.
Exactly. But you know how Aunt Kathy is. God, she's more like defensive about her dogs than she cares about her own kids. She'll never believe that her best sperm bank just went crazy.
No. What are we going to do?
I'm going to cut right there, guys. Round of applause. All right. So let's go. Let's talk to Nelson really quick. Any comments, Nelson? I don't know if you're muted or what happened.
Hello, Nelson.
Second, here we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
sorry.
sir.
So Reese, I think you were a lot more connected this time, which was great. Even your speech pattern, shifted. I like where you ended the scene, where you came in at the end, which was great. You're just starting to use levels with your camera, the camera there, which worked well. So I thought it was, a lot stronger than the time before. I think there's a lot more that you can still do with it, both of you guys. But from the first time to now, I thought it, got incrementally much stronger.
Right. Thank you so much. Like I said, on the ride home, guys, but you want the ride home to be in the room. Let's go to Peter.
Riker has good instincts because the urgency was there. You know, again, when you're stuck in a situation like this, to a kid, it's like murdering a human being. People feel that way about their animals. And something that Nelson said earlier, I want to jump on. You don't have time to create a character. A character is this distant thing, this holier than thou thing. You put yourself in the situation. When I see actors smooth, connected, intuitive before and after a scene, I say, why didn't you put it in the scene? All of a sudden you're acting. No, no, no. Be yourselves in that situation. No matter what the script is, we are telling our life story. And we have to have that belief. And we have to have that urgency. We have to have that connection.
Thank you, Peter. Okay, guys. Anybody want to say anything? Adrian, you guys good? Go ahead, Adrian.
It was so much better. I think you're heading in the right direction. There was a lot more opportunity for light and shade in the scene. And the urgency, if Riker took it as more urgent, and Reese, panic and fear. You know, the consequences of what's going to happen didn't seem to be playing on through your eyes. I mean, you were still reading and, you know, getting familiar with the material, so I appreciate that. But if you do it again, I think it's a great scene to do again. But put a ticking clock on it. Where are you when this scene happens? Riker?
Oh, we're outside, right outside of the house.
Okay. Let's say it's nighttime. And you're in you're starting the dialogue, but you see headlights coming up the driveway.
That's
okay. That'll sort of pump it up a little bit more.
Okay. All right.
Riker,
All right.
Riker, what step would that be that Adrian just commented on? I want to see if you know your steps. The lights came on the driveway, and what step did that cause you to need?
That is step 6, objective, raising conflict.
No, it's raising the stakes.
Oh, okay.
Because the lights are on, now you are running out of time. You have to do something before your parents catch you. You have to raise the stakes. What happens if you get caught?
Yeah.
Right? All these steps are simple. They're for cold reads. They're not for, you know, prepared pieces. This is to get you the job. Then you got to keep the job. Okay, we're gonna move along. You guys can do this next week if you work on it, get it memorized.
Tony, would that also be an antecedent event? Because now they're seeing the car come up the driveway. That's right before the scene starts. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Hurry up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought of all 3. I think it's like a multiple choice answer. It was like there's 16 choices, and I thought number 6 would be the best answer. Dang it.
Don't guess. You have to master your craft.
Right.
With this stuff. Okay, guys, we're going to move on. You guys, big round of applause. Thank you. We'll see you next week. And you guys just get it memorized. Reese, how old are you? Reese?
Oh. Hi. I am 11 years old.
And you just turned 11. And Riker, how old are you?
I'm 14.
14. Well, you guys are just so young. I started at 29. So you guys are you're in your teen tween years, right? There's where Disney Nickelodeon comes in. But you guys are going to shift, and it's the hardest shift to make when you become 18 to play younger, where Kelsey is. She's got to now still stay young, but we want her because we can work her long hours and pay her adult rates. So when you guys are in the age, Reagan, aren't you in the hard age? You're how old?
I'm 15, but everyone wants to. I look too old most of the time.
Right. How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
So she, unfortunately, plays a little bit older, her age range. So they would go with somebody that's 18 because we can't work her that long unless she gets emancipated, legal 18. So she's in a very tough bracket right now. So you have to be better than the 18-year-olds. You have to be so good. We have to have you. Kelsey, you're blonde. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of blondes. You better be the best blonde because we can have our choice. But if you're like red hair or purple or something that's not so common, there's less competition. But in your category, you better be the best. So do you guys see the game? This is politics. This is business. There's a lot of money riding on the line. So not only do you have to master your craft and know how to act by not acting and reacting, but you have to understand the category you're in. And that's why you see actresses dye their hair all the time. That's why you see people do character acting because how many character actors does it kill? One hero, there's only one hero. 10 people kill that one hero. There's 10 times more work for you. So you guys just got to understand the business too, which we'll get into later. So Holden, are you ready, Holden?
Mm-hmm. I just want to say one thing. You mentioned politics, and I've annoyed my brother enough with this, but I've just got to mention, I know my thing or two because I'm taking intro to American politics, so you can ask me basically anything. Basically anything. And by the way, you look young, Teacher Tony. You don't know. You look young. You still look 29.
Thank you. That's
or
politics.
younger.
He got a brownie point for that.
That's strategy. That's politics strategy.
Holden, how old are you?
I'm 17.
Got it. Great. Thanks.
So Holden's our little Jim Carrey, but we're trying to tone him down. If you haven't noticed, we're trying to reel him in, get him to just really center up and really connect. What are you doing for us, Holden?
I'm doing a monologue.
Comedy or drama?
Comedy.
How long have you had it?
It's kind of it's a dramedy. If it's got elements of both. It's from a comedic movie, but it's a dramatic portion.
How long have you had it?
I've had it for I got it right before class started. So that's an hour and a half.
Okay. And do you have it memorized already?
No.
Are you good at cold reading? Yes.
I believe
yes.
so.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
It's
always yes.
Listen to me, guys. Your acting starts when you go in the room.
When you're
right.
confident.
You're on. You're on the second you sign that sign-up sheet because you don't know who's in that waiting room. I used to be the camera director for Mary Jo Slater. And I'll tell you what, I saw a lot of actors treat me like crap, not knowing who I was, and they thought I was just another actor. And then they see me behind the camera, and then they shut the door when people are leaving, and Mary Jo says, "What do you think?" And I'm like, well, he's a good actor, but he treated me like crap in the lobby. Guess who didn't get the part? You never know who's watching you, okay? So don't worry about it, Holden. Just bring your best, and we'll make it better, okay? So let's give him the stage. Everyone mute. And this is Holden.
All right. It's like me, with my grades. Like when I step outside myself, I kind of, and when I looking at myself, and I see me and I don't really like what I see. I really don't. Because I'm stupid. Because I'm failing shop. See, we had this assignment to make this ceramic elephant, and we had 8 weeks to do it, and we were supposed to, and it was like a lamp, and when you pull the trunk and the light was supposed to go on, and my light didn't go on, I got an F on it. Never got an F in my life. When I signed up, for the course, I thought I was playing it real smart, because I'll take shop. It'll be such an easy way to maintain my grade point average. Have you seen some of the dopes that take shop?
Okay. Round of applause. Holden. I got to tell you, let's go to group view. Hold on, I got to tell you, I'm pretty impressed. If you really got that an hour ago, I'm really impressed. I mean, that's how you cold read, except for the looking down, looking up, that's windshield wiping. I'll teach you some tricks to make your script disappear, but I'm not going to worry about that now. But as far as being emotionally connected, I think this is some of your better work.
Thank you. I always like cold reads because I hope this doesn't come across as boasting in any way, but for some reason whenever I cold read, there is, I don't know what element it is, maybe it is the connection, there's always an element there that I do still possess when I've completely mastered the scene or whatever. Mm-hmm. There is something inherent there.
You're riding the wave, you're in the moment. You're very talented, and I think everyone recognizes that. There's just a couple things that we're working on, like bringing you down, centering you. You have a lot of energy. You have a great look. You got one more year before you're 18 to play younger. You're going to be highly sought after when you turn 18. So you got this year to just kick butt. But I was really impressed with the cold read, okay? We'll go to Adrian, then we'll go to Nelson, then we'll go to Peter. So Adrian.
Yeah, I mean, for just getting it like an hour ago or hour and a half, watching you over the weeks, I could see the development and how you're connecting to material. So I'm looking forward to seeing you do this off book. I don't want to really comment on it at the moment because it's too raw, but you're heading in the right direction, particularly the latter half of it.
Thank you, Adrian.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nelson?
I felt like you were emotionally connected, but I really got lost, Holden, in the sense that because you were up and down with the script, you know, like since I've done this as long as I've done, I can tell like who's a good actor, not a good actor, but there will be casting directors out there sometimes that might just write you off just because of that, because they don't even know what to look for if they're a younger casting director, I'd say. And you could have solved that problem very easily by, if you have your script right here, obviously we're doing a Zoom thing. All you need to do is put the script like right next to the camera. So right now, the way I'm actually reading a sheet of paper right now, and I can be looking here instead of looking down there. Does that make sense? So all you had to do, and even if you didn't have it memorized, especially with Zoom, you guys now at Zoom, you have such an advantage if you really just master your technique. And if all you did was technically did that with a sheet of paper, I feel like then I would be so connected. You have such powerful eyes. You know, you look great on camera. So don't lose me on a technicality when you really kill it, because I saw that you were emotionally connected. Make sense? And you really have to land each thought, you know? So even if you're going to look down, you know, it's got to be like, give me a thought at least up here. Memorize at least that one line and have it up there, and then go down if you need to for that next line. But don't be moving your head up and down in the middle of thoughts. Does that make sense? It could be thought, 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 thought. Does that make sense? Cool.
Thank you for that.
Nelson.
Thank you.
Thank you. Peter, what do you got?
I know I know that you're aiming for Jim Carrey, but just remember, Robin Williams was a very erratic comedian, but boy, could he do drama. Boy, could he be focused. He studied at Juilliard. So do both. Starting last week, right, Holden, when I saw you do that Superboy scene, I saw you coming into your own. It was deep. It was serious. And the eyes take in everything. And I know Adrian will agree with me. You can train your eyes to take in 2 or 3 lines at a time. So if you're going to be connected with your thoughts, look down now and then and take in a couple of sentences. Don't chop it up word for word, and then your emotions won't be chopped up. United States of America, Boy Scouts of America. Those are a ton of words that we read as one word. We can train ourselves to look at all scripts that way. And when you finally showed me your eyes at the end, you did what Brando does. You did what John Belushi did in the Blues Brothers. You hid your eyes, and then when you came up, I fell in love with them. They were puppy dog eyes. Do that when you hit an emotion, like I'm stupid. That's when you can look up and connect with that person. I'm stupid. So we can say, no, you're not. You're not. So when you go down, when your eyes go down, keep them motivated. Take in a lot of stuff. Read a whole sentence or two instead of chopping it up. And that's all I have.
Thank you. So we're going to say bye to Joanna, but Joanna, thank you so much for being on the show with us. I mean, it's just an honor to work with you, and I just wanted you to see what these kids do. So
well, I love it. Thank you for having me, and you are all amazing. I just have to say that. I'm so impressed. And Tony, you're a phenomenal teacher.
Oh, thank you. Well, we're happy. You can come back anytime. She's flying to Florida soon. She's in Hollywood for that thing we just did. And then
Bye, Joanna.
Bye.
Let's give her a big round of applause.
Bye,
Thank you,
everybody. Keep up the
Stay
great
safe.
work.
It's hot there.
It is.
All right. So you guys got some comments. You're getting them from the best. These people get people working. So everything they tell you, take it to heart and fix it so that next time you get an opportunity to read for them, they're like, whoa, I remember you when you were, over at BSA, and wow, have you grown? So just keep doing what you guys are doing. Faithlin 7, are you okay still being on? You can jump off. And Ella, I know you want to sing. You want to sing, and then I'll let you go?
Yeah, sure. I'd love
Okay.
to.
She's 3 hours ahead of us, so it's 10:30 her time. So she's going to do a little song for us, and then she's going to jump, and then we're going to finish up with 2 monologues, and then that's the day. So we'll wrap up real soon, guys. So let's give Ella the main stage, Mila.
Okay. 7 a.m. the usual morning lineup. Start on the chores and sweep till the floor's all clean. Polish and wax, do laundry and mop and shine up. Sweep again, and by then it's like 7:15, and so I'll read a book, or maybe 2 or 3. I'll add a few new paintings to my gallery. I'll play guitar and knit and cook, and basically just wonder, when will my life begin?
Yay! Thank you, thank you. So we're gonna knock a couple of these out really quick, and then we're gonna finish up our night with monologues. Peter, I'm gonna make you sing, bro. Sorry. Come on, Peter. A little crooning.
Oh, the summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. All summer long, we sang a song, and then we strolled that golden sand. 2 sweethearts and the summer wind.
Yeah, let's hear it for Peter. Mila, what you got? You got anything?
Oh, fun. Okay. Geez.
That's fun. This is to get you guys outside of your fear, your comfort zones. If you're not a good singer, which you're all great, but just do it. And Kendall, you're singing, so I'm gonna make you sing, Kendall.
Oh my God, is Kendall on still?
Yep. All right.
Okay. All right. Got it. Hold on. Here we go. Got my lyrics just in case. Okay. I'm just gonna do the chorus. My love isn't easy. It's heartache. Oh, she's simple. Everyone leaves in your heart breaks, and she's boy. Everyone leaves, but you hold on. But I still hold on.
Yay, Mila. Thank you for doing that. Kendall, what do you got?
Awesome.
Kendall's in the car going to like the Academy Awards or something. What do you got, Kendall? Oh, she locked up on us.
I have the music for my.
Okay, go for it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
All right. In the meantime, Jocelyn, what do you got?
And at last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. Thanks.
Yeah, Jocelyn.
Now that's a girl who knows musical theater. That's a girl who knows
Ethan,
music.
what do you got?
Okay, I got it.
Okay, just a sec. Let Ethan go. Go ahead, Ethan.
'Cause I have wings, yes, I can fly around the moon and far beyond the sky. And one day soon, I know there you'll be. One small voice in the universe, one true friend in the universe, who believes in me.
Yeah, Ethan. Let's go to Kendall and then Kelsey and then anybody on Reagan if you want to. And then we'll go to the monologues and we'll finish up the class. This is just a 7th inning stretch. This is to break up.
I can sing.
All right, so let's go to Kendall.
Okay.
like talking too much about yourself. But you could have told me that you were thinking about someone else. You're drunk at a party, or maybe it's just that your car broke down. Your phone's been off for a couple of months and you're calling me now. I know you're like this. When it don't go your way, you needed me to fix it. And like me, I do. And now I know every reason. Now suddenly you're asking for it back. Could you tell me where'd you get the nerve? You could say you miss all that we had, but I don't really care how bad it hurts when you broke me first.
Yeah, let's hear it for Kendall. Thank you, Kendall. Let's go to Kelsey.
Bravo, Kendall.
Bravo. Kelsey, what you got?
All right, y'all can hear me, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest. And nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's against my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours.
I'm gonna catch up, but thank you, Kelsey. And
Bravo,
go
Kelsey, bravo.
Bravo. Let's go Reagan really quick.
Okay. I'm just gonna sing like this chorus part of the song.
That's okay.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
Yeah, bravo.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Okay, I don't know if Reese is on or not. I know Reese likes to sing. Anybody
I have a
else?
question.
Faithlin, you want to sing? What are you going to sing for us, Faithlin?
Under the sea.
Go for it, Faithlin.
Under the sea. Wish I can be part of your world.
Yeah, you're so talented, Faithlin. You keep doing what you're doing. You know, we have a musician, Carlos, watching us, and if you look behind Nathan's head, I think there's a platinum record behind him. I don't know what that is, Nathan. Nelson, what's that behind your head?
Oh yeah. Well, that's MKTO's like platinum record.
Yeah,
you know,
pretty
when we had
awesome.
them on tour. Yeah.
Pretty awesome. So you guys, you know, you're showcasing in front of the pros. Carlos, what are your thoughts?
It's great. Love everything, the music, the monologues, amazing.
Well, you know, we might be able to put you guys all together in a choir and do the opening number with Carlos cutting a soundtrack.
Oh, I would love that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So we create on this stage. It's not about like, you know, we don't always have to be the best at everything. We just like to have fun. It makes people want to come back to our class. Okay. So this is 7th inning stretch. We have 2 more monologues. Holden, do you sing?
Yeah, can I sing an excerpt from a little song?
Sure can, as long as it's something that's not going
it'll
to
hit everybody hard. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm scared.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities, old Mother Nature's recipes that brings the bare necessities of life.
Yeah, Holden.
I want your autograph, Holden. I want your autograph.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna wrap up. Riker, do you sing? Reese, are you gonna sing? If not, we're gonna move on. Going once?
They definitely do.
None of you want to hear me sing.
Yes.
Yeah.
September.
Go for it. What are we waiting for?
I don't think I'm singing. Reese, are you singing?
Oh, who's?
Reese, are you ready to sing?
No, we don't sing.
You guys aren't paying attention in class? You don't know what's going on?
We are definitely.
I was eating.
Oh, do you want to sing for us? Everybody sing. Every single person sing.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna go get my guitar.
Okay, and Riker, last chance. You want to sing?
No,
Riker?
thank you, but
Okay.
I will.
No worries. Okay, so that's it for singing. We'll end the show with Reese. Let's go to the last two monologues. We can call night, get our guests out of here, guys. I really respect their time. So Jocelyn, you have a monologue? Or do you
Yes,
want to
I do.
You have a scene with your brother?
No, not this week.
Okay, and you have you both have monologues, yes?
Yes.
Okay, let's have you do yours first.
Okay.
Okay, and you guys are really new to the school, right? You're my newest students.
Yes.
So we're just starting to do the 16 steps and work on cold reading, and so we're getting it going. So let's give you the stage. Mila, give them the stage.
I'll be honest, Andy. If Brian came walking up to you in the hall on Monday, what would you do? I mean, he's a joke. I know exactly what you would do. You'd say hi to him, and when he left, you cut him all up to your friends so they wouldn't think you really liked him. 'Cause I'm telling the truth, that makes me a bitch? Okay. What about you, you hypocrite? I don't know, maybe why don't you take Allison to one of your heavy metal vomit parties? Or Brian out to the parking lot at lunch to get high? What about Andy? For that matter, what about me? What would your friends say if we were walking down the hall together? They'd laugh their asses off. And you'd probably tell them you were doing it with me just so they forgive you for being seen with me. I hate you.
Okay, round of applause. So my comment would be pick up the pace. You guys are too slow. We got to pick up the pace. Okay. You want to do it one more time, but can you just get more lines out? And then that's a director telling you that, but the actor has to know why she's picking up the pace. So you have to figure out some reason your character needs to have is in an urgency. You have to figure it out because directors are going to just tell you what they want. It's your job as actors to figure out why your character's doing that. Okay. So don't take my direction because I told you, figure out why your character needs to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
And can you turn your camera so it's the way it's supposed to be? Thank you. All right, guys. One more time.
Oh, be honest, Andy. If Brian came walking up to you in the hall on Monday, what would you do? I know exactly what you would do. You'd say hi to him, and then when he left, you'd cut him all up so your friends wouldn't think you really liked him. 'Cause I'm telling you the truth, that makes me a bitch? Okay. What about you, you hypocrite? Why don't you take Allison to one of your heavy metal vomit parties? Or take Brian out to the parking lot at lunch to get high? What about Andy? For that matter, what about me? What would your friends say if they saw us walking down the hall together? They'd laugh their asses off. And you'd probably tell them that you were doing it with me just so they forgive you to be seen with me. I hate you.
Okay, much better, right? I still need you to pick it up more, but we'll work on that later. That's technical. I don't want to get into that. Let's go to Nelson.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jocelyn, I feel like I just want you to have a lot more fun. I feel like the fun in the monologue was lacking a little bit. And have you seen, the movie High School Musical?
Yes.
So, the character Sharpay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Sharpay has a point of view as a character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's got an agenda to each, whenever she has a conversation with someone, she was in everyone's face a little bit. So I want to see that side of you come out. Like on the line that you said, that makes me a bitch. you're like, there's a reaction there. Like someone just called you, you know, like if someone's called you a bitch, like how would you react a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
So get a little bit more, make it personal. I think if you start really just making the work your own and really put yourself in that scenario, you'll start living through the moments a little bit more. So good work to start with, but you really need to just dive into it and go further.
Yep, I agree 100%.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Adrian, comments?
Yeah, following on with what Nelson just said, I mean, this was so much better. And when you're in close like this, the shot that's up there at the moment, it was so powerful that if you were seeing that other character, we'd be feeling it a lot more. I mean, you have so much camera charisma, and you're so expressive because I've seen it before. And once you get familiar with this material, you'll knock it out of the park. But as Nelson said, have fun with it. Use those expressive moments where you can call it back on yourself. And when they say, you know, they laugh their asses off, you know, there's another great moment to let it play out again.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And then hit him at the end with that final line.
I hate you.
That was perfect timing for a comedian. You couldn't have had more stuff.
Oh, Adrian, you screwed up. She hates you, man.
Peter, what do you got? Peter.
Listen, you are such a nice lady. You are so nice.
You.
You're so sweet. And you want to make sure we know that. So when you come in the room and you do something totally opposite of that, you're going to automatically show me your range. So not only do you want to be quicker, be bigger, because this was a build-up. Well, you want them to be that way? Oh, do you want them to do this? Oh, I hate you. That's the capper. That's the capper. And the word that you need to memorize, and Tony will agree with me, take the risk.
Yep.
Walk that tightrope. Be big and mean and nasty, even if you know underneath you're really nice. You've been pushed too hard. Take a risk and do that for yourself. You will grow as an actress.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you, Jocelyn. We're giving the real stuff today, so we're coming heavy today. Ethan, you ready?
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, let's give Jocelyn one more round of love. Thank you, Jocelyn.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jocelyn.
And all you guys for singing. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys like showing you're multi-talented. And Reese tap dances as well, but I won't make her do it tonight. But I'm sure you guys, Mila, I know she dances. All you guys probably dance as well. So you guys are triple threats, and that's a good thing. Okay. What do we got, Ethan? You got to go, Kelsey, or you're good? Okay. Bye, Kels. Everyone say bye to Kels. Thanks for staying on. Thanks for doing multiple scenes.
Bye, Kelsey.
We know we're doing good when Ella stays on, even though she should be in bed. All right. Let's Ethan, let's bring the show home, and then Reese is gonna sing for us, and then we're gonna call it a night.
Hey, Alex, can we talk? First of all, I want to tell you how rude you are. Like, why do you always have to be such a loser to me all the time? You literally treat me like dirt. It's like we're not even brothers. You never want to hang out, and you're always so mean to me. Especially when you're with your friends. God forbid I'm even in the same room with you when your friends stop over. You always tell me to leave. It's my house too, and I don't have to go into another room just because you say so. Just because you're older doesn't make you the boss of me. You know what? I gotta leave. No, you shut up. Let me speak. First of all, you are never there for me. Not even as a friend, let alone a brother. Seriously, you don't even know who I am. And we live together. It's pathetic. Really, it is. I hope that one day you stop trying to be so cool and start treating me like someone you actually care about in your life. Nothing would be cooler and more important to me than that. Just so you know.
All right. Look at
Bravo!
you. Round of applause.
Bravo!
Mila, let's go we're on group view, I'm assuming. So, Ethan, man, just when I thought you were done, that's when you started. Like when you came off and you yelled like that, that's where I want you to start. I mean, I've never seen that side of you.
Yep.
What did you do different? Like what caused that?
I thought of like all the times I fought with someone or someone had made me mad or like something like died in my life, like my grandma or
Yeah.
something.
That's what I try to teach every single day is what you just did. Right now you need it through the whole piece, right? But there was a moment there where I saw you're capable of doing this through the whole piece with training. You're my newest student, and you just found the heartbeat, right?
Yeah.
So let's see what our guests have to say. Let's start with Peter, and we'll go backwards. Peter, you're muted.
It was incredible. You took everything we said last week, and you did what a good actor does. You worked on it. I mean, you stood your ground. I could tell you were afraid to tell your brother off, but you had to do it. Remember I told you, why do you have to say this now? Why couldn't it wait till next week? Why couldn't you do it last week? This was the straw that broke the camel's back, and that's what pulled you back into the camera. That's what pulled him back, Tony. The character said, wait a minute, I ain't done yet. And another thing, it was a good job, Ethan. Boy, you really did a good job.
You brought it. You really did, man. Good job. Adrian.
Yeah, you're hand holding the phone, right?
No. I was actually memorizing it.
No. Were you holding the phone?
Because it's moving. Your phone's rocking.
Oh, no, sorry. Like, it's on my lap, so.
Okay. As a technical thing, if you're going to move the camera, move it. When it's sitting there rocking like that, it becomes very distracting. Yeah. It looks like you're trying to hold it. And when you look down, it looks like you're trying to hold the camera and you're not connecting to us in the screen. And let me just go back to what Peter said and what Tony said. What a change in your performances, particularly tonight. You know, it was a big change. And I just saw an opportunity. How big is your apartment or room that you're in?
I don't know like how to say it, but it's pretty big.
About 15 feet, 10 feet?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Okay, and what happens if you go out the door? Is it a corridor?
Yeah. Like, so, I'm about to leave, but he's like stopping me and saying like, wait, I didn't know how bad I treated you. And
okay, then, as an experiment, maybe for next week, try doing it and actually walking with the phone.
Yeah.
So you're doing basically a tracking shot. Yeah. And take it through the doorway and into the hallway and then turn back. I think, you know, it was just it's using your space again rather than just sitting up against some blinds. You have an opportunity with this type of scene. It gets a little bit more technical, but it's a way of using the zoom space and getting familiar with what camera can do for you.
Excuse me, Adrian, can I help him?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay,
that's his sister.
So I think that would make a huge difference and just bring more energy and life to it rather than sitting back on the couch. You need to get some energy up and start to move. And this is the perfect scene for it.
Yep. And so you guys know this week, I really want to focus on business, props, sets, locations. We have to be our own camera operators. We have to be our own technicians. We have to be our own lighting people. And so I'm going to, all week long, you guys in our private classes, I'm going to work on that. We're going to work on business and all this stuff that they're talking about, because I do not want you guys to lose jobs from that. If you lose it because you
Tony,
I'm almost done.
Tony, I really need to say this. I'm sorry, but you know I'm a teacher also. you're right, because if it's a close-up, you can be still. But if you're backing out and we see props, we see a set, you have to connect with it. You have to use your environment. And please don't ever feel bad if we're telling you things. You did great work. That's why we're able to build and even give you better critiques. Adrian gave you great technical stuff because your character was great. If your technical was great and your acting was flawed, then of course we're going to give you character stuff. It's to make you guys wonderful.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we're gonna finish up with the monologues. We're gonna ask our favorite guest of the day, Nelson. What were your thoughts on this young actor?
Yeah, Ethan, I believed you. I started believing you at the top, but then by the end, I felt a little disconnected. I think also you got to learn in the scene where you can look away, because I think you were always connected into the camera. And I sometimes, like in life, when you're talking to someone, you don't just sometimes always look direct. Sometimes you look away, you're thinking, you say, you know. So play around with that a little bit more. What Adrian was saying also about using the space, I think that's so important. And what I mean by that is, like, right now I'm sitting in a swivel chair. So maybe you start the scene where you swivel in and you move in. Or maybe you jump into the shot or something to start the scene. Like, get more creative, you know, because casting is seeing tape after tape after tape after tape or zoom after zoom. And you have to do something that kind of, it's got to be obviously organic to what's happening in the scene. You can't just do some crazy thing just to be, you know, just to add something in there. It's got to come from the you know, the moment before or where you are emotionally. But use your environment, you know. Like, you know, maybe you're getting ready to go somewhere and during the scene, you're buttoning up your shirt or something. It's those little details that bring the life into the scene. And so we then jump into the scene with you, if that makes sense. You see how I brought my hands here? Can you see that? Like, just even something like this, you know, in a scene, it starts creating like a feeling of like dimensionality where we can actually, you know, be more engaged with you, if that makes sense. And it can't be too much, but find those places in the scene where you can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
I see what you're saying.
And you guys know we've had weeks where we focused on props, right? And those were our most entertaining weeks. You can ask Adrian and Peter, who watched all these classes. When you're alive and you're doing, I always make Kendall and Mila fold clothes. I always make Riker do stuff. I mean, you guys bring life. Right now, we're playing a tennis match with dialogue, and that's just not good enough. You guys are good.
One thing I want to say about the props, there'll be certain casting directors that love props and certain casting directors don't love props.
Right.
So just find that small detail with the props that, like, something that would make sense for your character. You know, like if you have a pen and, you know, and you're taking a note, like your prop could just be the pen where you have the paper where you're writing something down to create the world for us. Mm-hmm. You know, we're not looking for an entire set to be brought in each time.
Right.
But find that slight thing that you could do, you know, as Tony says, that could bring the life to the scene a little stronger.
Simple motivation. Simple motivation.
Right. And a lot of times I'll ask the kids, to our guests, I'll say, you know, who are you talking to? And I'll say, point to them. And then when I see them delay, they don't know where they are, then you guys haven't done your space work, right? The things we're using we're approaching it with method, we're approaching it with technique, we're approaching it with whatever works, but in whatever method we use or approach we use, it's all got to be rooted in truth. So you have to see the person. You have to be in the space. You have to know where you're at. And if you don't, and you don't feel it, we sure don't feel it. So you guys have to feel it. So really powerful class in technicality and in emotional connection. We as a whole, we did good. We've done better. You have to agree. We've all done better, but we're good. But I want you guys always to be great, consistently great, so that these people that are here for an hour, 2 hours, see your greatness. They see you're good, but I don't know they saw your greatness tonight. Okay, so I'm being hard on you because I really want you guys to understand these are real guests that can really change your life as an actor. And you got to always be ready for these opportunities. I'm grateful they showed up. I think you did a good job. We're going to wrap out, guys. So let's give each of us a big round of applause. We brought what we could today. We did our best. Reese is going to sing for us. We're going to play Mila when we're done. Let's play the award show that Ms. America and myself hosted with Pat O'Brien, that you have the opening. So that's how we're going to end the show. And then when we're done recording, you guys can talk amongst yourselves. Nelson probably might have to go right away, but if you guys leave your information in the chat box over here, I can get information. If he picks on any of you guys, I'll let him know who you are and how to get a hold of you. So just communicate in your little chat box over there. But right now, let's give it up for Reese. Let's give Reese the stage, Mila, and then we're going to end. I'll say a couple words, then we're going to end with that last video.
Okay. Been awake for a while now. Got me feeling like a child now. 'Cause every time I see your bubbly face, get the tingles and the silly place. Start my toes, make me crinkle my nose. Wherever it goes, I always know that you make me smile. Please stay for a while now. Just take your time wherever you go.
Yay, Reese.
Bravo. Bravo.
All right, guys, that's it. That's BSA Live. We did our best. We hope you appreciate it. You can come back to see us again next week. Let's show a quick reel of a show that I produced and hosted, and we'll see you guys next week. Let's thank let's thank all of our guests. Carlos for coming back, Peter, Adrian, and Nelson, and we also had Kevin Dorsey, who's going to come back later. Let's give them some love, guys. So grateful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Before we go, really quick, before we play the video, Holden, do you have any words for our guests? Any thoughts on what they said to you? Profound
No thoughts in particular. However, just appreciation and thanks. I thank you all for coming, and actually. No. Okay, no.
It's all
no,
good.
it's not supposed to be funny. It was really good.
This is what I was trying to relate to the scene earlier. It's like, I have a sibling, but if he did something stupid, I would just laugh. I'm sorry.
So Riker, any thoughts and comments for our guests?
Thank you.
Thoughts and comments. Thank you guys so much. You guys are always amazing, every single guest. Mr. Nelson, fantastic. Thank you for the tips and advice. I'll be working on that.
So much.
What?
Thank you so much.
No, thank you so much. So much.
Okay. Mila, any comments?
Okay, well, first of all, thank you so much coming. Thank you so much, Nelson, for coming, and to everybody who always comes. I appreciate you coming back. I definitely do have to agree. I mean, on my part, that it probably, again, we're all hard on ourselves, but it wasn't the strongest night personally for me. I'm not going to go and say, oh, I did so bad. I'm just going to work on it and get better. But sometimes that's the unfortunate truth, where nerves just get to you, and it's the most unfortunate when it happens, like on the stage. Same thing with the singing. It just sometimes nerves, I don't know. But really, really great notes, and they really did help, and I'm going to go back, watch this, and work on everything. So thank you so much for coming, you guys, and thank you, Tony. As usual.
And the reason I'm doing this is I want you guys to be prepared for the real comments you're going to get in the real world. You usually don't get feedback like this. You just either book or you don't book, and that's it. Moving on. I want you guys to know what the real industry's like. Okay. Let's go to Reese. Any comments, Reese?
I thought that everybody else did good here. I thought that I did good, but it was also a cold read, so I still need to work on it. And Mr. Nelson, thank you all for the great advice, and thank you for taking the time to come here. And Mr. Adrian and Mr. Peter, you always come back. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
guys.
everybody's great here. You guys are all amazing. Also, I accidentally dropped my pick into my guitar, so I had to play with my finger. So it wasn't as good.
No worries. We don't complain. We don't explain.
Thank you, Reese. Thank you, Reese. You're a sweetheart. Thank you so much.
Carlos, thank you for coming back. Thank you for working on music for these kids. I showcased the singing for you so that in case you see any talent that you want to work with, that was for you. All right.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Really appreciate Adrian and Peter. Thanks for coming back. And Nelson, I mean, it means the world to me. I know you're the top. I know you're the best. And I just really wanted to showcase these kids. So if you ever want to come back, you're always welcome. And we really appreciate you being here with us.
You got it. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, guys. All right. So that's it. Mila, show the award show. And after it's done, stop recording and you guys mingle. I really appreciate it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
What? Go
the
for
American Icon Awards, right?
No. My award show, the Golden Gala. It's like
that one. I keep reopening it, and it says that.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor. I want you to go to Facebook and pull it up off my wall. It's the 4th or 5th one. You'll see it.
I don't really have Facebook.
Or go to Instagram.
Instagram. Okay, because I pulled up the link and it says that it wasn't found.
All right. You know what? We're gonna scrap it. The show must go on. We'll do it next week. All right, guys. That's it. So let's play Reese tap dancing. Pull up Reese's tap dancing.
Got it.
All right, we're going to end the show with Reese tapping. She's a professional tapper. All right, guys. Everybody wave until she gets the video on. This is the Brady Bunch.
Bye.
The Brady Bunch. The
Brady Bunch.
Boogie back to Texas. Hello. Bring it up, get loud, get crazy for Boogie back to Texas.
Excited to have you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye,